Hello everybody! Did you react here today? We're to react to Boy Scouts It Sucked by Haminations. Yeah, I'm curious to see what he has to say about Boy Scout stuff because I've never been a Boy Scout, so I probably won't relate to any of this. But I am curious to see what he has to say on these matters. So yeah, without further ado, let's just hop right into this.
Bryson, your dad and I decided that all you boys are gonna be Eagle Scouts because we believe this will help prepare you for the real world, be a huge accomplishment, and help launch you into adult life.
How?
Well, thanks.
Oh.
I don't like doing scout camps. It's too intense for me.
Wow. Oh, she wasn't asking. Oh, dang. Well, I guess he's a scout now.
Hi there.
Hello?
Hi, I'm Bryson, and my parents forced me to occasionally sleep outside in the middle of nowhere and called it Boy Scouts, despite my massive amount of weeping, wailing, and gnashing of teeth. And oh boy, do I have some stories about it. But
all right, let's hear them.
They had me do Cub Scouts. The best thing I could say about Cub Scouts was that at least it was more chill. It was more like, okay, kids, today we're gonna do some bird watching and learn to tie a knot. But then Boy Scouts were like, build an ice igloo and sleep in it, or you'll die.
Wow.
Seriously, the scout camps were so lawless. The only laws we followed were the laws of nature. Why were these adults giving 12-year-olds the power of fire? One year when my dad
because
was
they
scout
thought
leader,
maybe it would go well.
the boys had started a bonfire and were jumping through it.
Stop! Okay, what?
What are you boys thinking?
We were testing our courage, Bryson's dad. We were also testing Charles Darwin's theory of natural selection. If any of us are too weak, we'll fall in the fire and die.
Wow.
Clean the gene pool, making the next generation stronger.
What?
That's goofy.
Okay, that kind of makes sense. All right, let me join in. Woohoo!
What the heck?
Oh, looks like we lost one.
Dang.
I was easy.
Oh no, Bryson's dead.
Cub Scout Day Camp, where you would show up, do activities as a group like the Ring Gutter Regatta, Duck Duck Goose, and tying knots. Then at night, your parents would pick you up and take you back to your air-conditioned house. So you didn't actually have to sleep
That's actually
in the
pretty
dirt.
nice.
I remember being so jealous of the kids who had Lunchables. I was sitting there with a BLT sandwich with apple slices, a homemade
I used to think Lunchables were the best thing ever, but then I actually started just making my own lunches and realized, wow, this is a lot more convenient and also
what a rip-off! But now in retrospect, I'm grateful
easier
that my
to
mom
do
cared
than
enough to
buying a
pack me
Lunchable.
lunch. One activity we
anyways.
did was we were going to learn how to make paper from like only stuff found in nature. We were gonna be
Really?
the Bear Grylls of paper making. I was so excited to learn. But then we got there and they said, okay, class, here's how to make homemade paper. First, grab some toilet paper, get it wet, mold it into the shape you want, let it dry, then you've got paper. Like,
That's not how paper works.
That's like saying, here's how to make a chair from scratch. First, grab a chair, and voila, you've made a chair. One useful thing they taught me was how to safely carve wood with a knife. Always aim the sharp end away from your body, and then stick the sharp end into another scout to cover them. I was cruising through the Cub Scout ranks. Tiger, wolf, bear, Weebelo. Still don't know what that is. But then I had to evolve from a fun, relaxed
Bryson's evolving
into a hard, manly Boy Scout. And that meant going on campouts where I had to sleep in the wilderness. Going on scout camps was really scary and anxiety-inducing for me. I was a really sensitive kid, so even just one night camping trips were a nightmare for me.
This is just making me think of the third I Would Be Kid movie, Dog Days, where Greg goes camping.
But when they announced
those are good movies, though. The first three. I don't want to acknowledge the animated or fourth live-action film at all. Don't really want to acknowledge those much.
After much deliberation, they finally said I could stay home. I was so relieved, but then I stupidly tried to push my luck. This was around the time that the Nintendo 3DS was the hot thing that I desired more than anything in the whole world.
I
so
see.
I asked, Mom, Dad, can I get a 3DS, please?
I'll buy you a 3DS.
Really?
If you go to scout camp.
No!
Dang.
Can't I just get it for Christmas or something?
No. If you
Wow.
want one, you need to go on this scout camp. Show
Dang.
us how unreliant you are on technology, and in return, we'll buy you more technology.
This was such an ordeal.
I see.
Little me.
I mean,
wanted the
it's a
3DS
smart parody
so
move. They want to
much,
get him
but
into
I
scout camp.
despised Scout camp. My mind raced trying to figure out a solution. Maybe
Let's see.
Maybe I'll mow people's lawns for money and do lemonade stands. I'll save up the money to buy it myself.
No.
Dang.
If you
Oh.
don't go on this scout camp, so long as you live under my roof, you will never own a 3DS. I
Dang.
won't let you buy one even if you earn your own money.
This was a huge blow.
Wow.
I was devastated, and tragically, this was during
They were
the
really
time
desperate
when
to get
I
into
still
scout
thought
camp.
Adults knew everything, and for some reason, I assumed that Dad could actually enforce this outlandish rule. I was trapped. I had to go.
Dang.
My parents said that the only way I could get a 3DS was if I went on this trip. Your parents are
Dang.
buying you a 3DS for this? My parents forced me to go or I'd be grounded all summer.
Wow.
Anyway, you want some cold pizza sauce and cheese on a cracker from my Lunchable? And then
Yeah, sure.
every morning, woke
Anyways.
up, packed everything up, and hiked for like 12 miles
Oh,
every day.
boy.
Then set up camp again. And I
Oof.
hated hiking. Everyone was always like, what a great view. But I was like, the view is never worth it. Nowadays, I like hiking
Wow.
and views. Of
Nice.
course, my legs are so long now that I only have to take 3 steps and I'm there. But back then, I had little legs.
Wow.
I was so small and weak that the other scouts had to help carry my stuff, and I
Nice.
still feel bad about it. I'm so sorry for being small and useless, guys. I honestly wonder why I didn't get called a twerp more often. Because I was one. It was probably a good
Wow.
thing I was so shy
Admitting
and
it.
quiet, because if I had let my true annoying self shine through, the other scouts probably would have killed me with hammers. while the leaders laughed and said,
Wow.
boys will be boys. Ma'am,
That's
your
how
son
it
is
would be.
throwing rocks at the other children's heads. Oh, boys will be boys. No, teach them how to not do stupid stuff.
Yeah.
Stop throwing
Yeah.
rocks and be nice.
I mean, I agree with it. I'm laughing,
Well,
but I'm
the way
agreeing
you
with
are
it.
right now sucks. Do better.
Dang.
Try harder.
Oh. Oh no. You just incurred his wrath.
And suffering will be your teacher.
Oh no. You shouldn't have done that. Get. Oh,
As much
he's
as I
dead.
bellyached about it, having my friends there to talk to made it pretty fun. Not to mention being bribed meant at least one good thing would come of all this. We hiked,
Nice.
sang, caught frogs, and made a shelter out of sticks and bark
Oof.
to get our wilderness survival badge. Looking back, though, it was funny how I always wanted to do my own thing, regardless of what the other boys were doing. They all decided to go skinny dipping in a pond, and I was like, no way am I doing that. But then Travis lost his swimsuit in the pond and had to streak back to his tent, and we later learned that the pond had leeches in it. The other
Dang.
boys wanted to stay up and make s'mores, and the leaders were gonna teach us some life lesson about not swimming in leech-infested waters or something. And I
Dang.
was like, no, I'm tired, I'm going to bed. Then on the drive
Yeah, he
home, we
wasn't even
stopped
part
at
of
a
all
burger
that.
Place, and our leaders challenged us all to eat a burger with 4 patties.
That's a
I knew
terrible
my weak
idea.
stomach couldn't handle that, so I said, no thank you, and got a normal burger. And then everyone told me to go to college, and I was like, no, I'm gonna be a YouTuber. And then the IRS told me to stop committing felony tax evasion, and I said,
Wow.
try and stop me. That's a joke. I love paying my taxes. But I didn't. I finished the trip. Then I got
Nice.
home and was given a 3DS. Yippee!
Let's go.
I'm never going camping again.
Wow. Oh no. Oh no.
The scout trip I was forced to go on was at this huge camp where tons of other scout
So he
troops
did in
were
fact go on
visiting. We
another
arrived,
scout
and
trip.
This older scout came up to us. He held out his walking stick, pushed me aside, and said, "Get out of my way." In scouts,
Wow.
there's a hierarchy among the boys where the older boys are allowed to be mean to the younger boys. However,
That's just
I
cruel.
also had a glaring physical flaw that always had me at the bottom of the list. I was small, so even the younger scouts could beat me up. This boy was an assistant leader at the camp, and it was immediately apparent to me that he was the type of guy to get 1 micron of authority and let it go directly to his head and abuse his power.
Oh,
but he
boy.
was older, and that made him better than us. At least in his mind. I think it's really neat that you've earned all these merit badges, buddy, but I think you're missing some of the most important ones. And those are the emotional maturity badge, the coping
Yeah, you
with
need those.
insecurity badge,
I-
and the going
yeah,
to therapy
sure.
badge. Which
I-
is what I
yeah,
would have said if I
th-
had
sure, all of those
educational
are
skills.
important,
Instead,
I guess.
I kind of
I
just
don't know.
observed his arrogant attitude and silently judged him.
Giving
And
up
then years
that-
later,
or
made fun
giving
of him
out that
online in a
intimidating
YouTube
aura.
video. Who's laughing now? Anyway, the leader took us to our campsite, and all of us slept in this rickety wooden structure filled with bunk beds.
Oh, jeez.
Then we went to a ton of
I don't know if that's stable.
and filled out packets. Great, we're just doing homework in the woods. But at least
welcome to scout camp, I guess. I don't know. I've never been a scout.
While we were playing, this one kid, Sean, somehow fell out of his top bunk.
Oh.
Did a flip through the air and slammed into the ground. Anyways, got any fours?
Did he die?
No. I continued through the Boy Scout ranks reluctantly and against my will, and I had to get interviewed to become a Life Scout. But in case you forgot, I was a shy little guy. The scout leaders asked me what I learned and what requirements I did and blah, blah, blah. Then one of the leaders said, "Can I give you some advice? You could work on your eye contact." Oh. And from that point on, I've been really good at eye contact. Sometimes being told to cut it out is the solution. Look at my eyes. Look at them. See into my soul. The next big
jeez. Back it up a bit, man. Chill.
Today, we're going to learn how to shoot a shotgun.
Oh,
this was
okay.
at a point where I still thought adults had it all figured out. So I was like, okay, seriously, why are we letting 16-year-old boys wield shotguns? Luckily, we were okay, but what if one of the boys was feeling a little rambunctious that day? Or if they let their intrusive thoughts win? Young boys don't understand.
I mean, as long as they make sure the trigger
I'm
isn't...
22 and I still don't understand them.
Oh. I forgot what I was saying before.
They gave me the gun and threw a clay pigeon for me to shoot.
There's something about the trigger.
I hit it.
But
my very first shot, and I hit it. And then I missed the next 9 shots.
Dang.
10% ain't bad. Better than most of my school assignments.
Wow.
Then it came time to do an Eagle Scout project. So with a lot of help from my parents, I built some shelves to help my middle school organize their theater stuff.
Nice.
I had done it. I earned the rank of Eagle Scout. And now I love camping. I'm so prepared for the real world now.
I can't tell if he's being sarcastic.
Can we see your resume? And what experience do you have that you believe will help you excel in this role? I don't have a resume or any applicable experience. But check out this square knot, though. Honestly, though, I don't think I deserve this award. I can't even start a fire on my own. And I'm not very trustworthy,
I mean, I can't either, but...
friendly, courteous, kind, obedient, cheerful, thrifty, brave, clean, or reverent. My mom was the one that pushed for it, and I guarantee you that without her constant help with merit badges, camping gear, packing lists, and encouragement, I would not have earned this. She also helped my 3 brothers earn their awards, and I guarantee you that she can survive in the wilderness longer than me. She's the
oh my goodness.
Scout, not me. And so, by the power vested in me, by me, I officially revoke my Eagle Scout status, and I award it to my mom.
Dang.
The moral of the story is that it's okay for your parents to force you to try new things sometimes. Maybe you'll make a video about it later. Okay, that's all the time I've got. I've got to get back to playing Animal Crossing New Leaf on my Nintendo 3DS.
I never actually really played any older Animal Crossing games. I played New Horizons a bit, but it just got so boring. Like, for me, it was kind of boring. I just didn't care that much about what was going on. I just wasn't in the mood to play it, so I ended up dropping after like 2 hours of gameplay and just never went back. Still though, overall, this video was very entertaining. That little thing about Animal Crossing had no relevance to the rest of this, but this is entertaining and actually kind of interesting, getting to see how Bryce's experience with camping and scout stuff was like, since, as I said before, never been a scout myself. Never known anything about that. It's just completely unknown to me. Never dived into that territory. So yeah, it was actually quite interesting, and I enjoyed it. That's what I'm saying here. I enjoyed this video, and yeah. That's all I have to say, and thank you all for watching. If you're new to the JG Reaction channel, don't forget to subscribe. I also do reaction fans to the channel. And if you have anything you'd like to see me react to, go ahead and put it in the comments down below. If it's a chick thing you recommend, I'll give you a shout at the beginning with a reaction to that recommendation. And if you want to see more of me, you can check out my gaming channel, JG Crafty, if I like gaming. It's a lot of fun there. And yeah, thank you all for watching, and I will see you all around. Peace!